What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Thai Lyfe Podcast. Back again with another Let's Get to Know Our Nail Tech. And today, I'm so happy to have Nail Professor V, who is sensational on Instagram right now, who's knocking out of the park with his personality, and he's amazing nail artist. So thank you for being here, and thank you for taking the time to have this conversation and letting everyone know about who you really are, Nail Professor V.
Hi guys. First of all, I appreciate you for having me here today. And I mean, it depends what you want to know about.
Okay, well, man, let's start about the beginning. Like, or what nationality are you? Where were you born? And how
Okay.
did you get your hand wet into the nail industry? And what got you there?
So my nationality, I'm Vietnamese and Cambodian. So
Nice.
my grandpa was a Cambodian soldier or whatever back in the day, and I never get to meet him. So, but I'm mainly the Vietnamese. So, and about my career wise. It's very random. So like I was always telling people when people ask me how did I start to get into nail industry, I really don't know. It's happened very random and it's happened on like when I started at first, I was just trying to mess around with it. I doing a lot of job before I started doing nail. I was working factory. I was mechanic. I was doing fast food work at the time also, but I didn't like any of that job at the time. So my mom was always doing nails, and then she
Mm,
suggested me to do nail, and then I was thinking about it. You know how back in the day we don't know anything about nails yet. I'm still kind of old school. I'm like,
yeah,
I still think like it's kind of feminine type of like job, I guess. Because I didn't know any better.
yeah,
I didn't know how diverse is it, right?
right.
And then and then I start kind of dig deep in the nail industry, and then I realize it's not just female that doing this type of job. So there's men that also do nail also. So I start to kind of messing around with it, and then I don't know, and then I kind of pick it up as I go, and then I start fell in love with it because I start getting good at it very quickly. In a matter of like in a month, I started doing full set, fill, and whole 9 yards, and then I kind of fell in love with it because I'm good at it. I treat it like a video game, so I feel like thing that you're good at, you should take it further than um take it to another level, basically, because you're good at it. Why wouldn't you take advantage of it? That's how I think. So.
Wow, that's amazing. So you just kind of like pick up the nail industry and kind of take off from there once you discover more about it.
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned something that's really cool that like it's like a video game. Like, can you elaborate on that part? Because I never heard anyone use like doing nail as an analogy as playing video games. So that's very interesting. So tell me more about that.
Yeah, because we all boys, and when you was younger, you always play video game. We all have that. When you were like teenager age, and then all you do is play video game and hanging out with friends and stuff like that. So I was always get hooked into something that I'm good at. Like
I see.
I don't really like something that anything that I'm good at, I get really hooked into it because I feel like thing that you good at, that's how you know it's meant for you. And when thing that happen randomly,
Got it.
and then it hits you, and then you can discover the potential that you never seen before in yourself, and you really good at it, and you never
Yeah.
see that side of you ever before. I feel like that's what is meant for you. And I wouldn't see why
Wow.
people won't take that whatever you do to next level when you're already good at it. You might as well just take advantage of it. So that's how I think, and it's pretty much like a video game. Whatever video game I play, if I'm stuck at it, just think about it this way: if you suck at it, You lose every time. It make you angry, right?
Right.
And then you don't want to play that game anymore because like, dang, I always lose. You don't want to play something that you lose all the time. You want to play or do something that you winning. That's give you the
Right.
good feeling, keep you thriving and motivation, keep you like keep going to do what you do. But if you keep losing, it kind of pointless to keep going, right?
Right.
That's just how I think.
So it seems like you always, every time you execute a set of nails, it feel like, oh, I'm winning because you always see the
Yeah.
outcome of what you put in.
It's like you see the progress. You see
Yeah.
it's working. So it gives you that that drive. Be like, oh, it's like a level. You achieve one level, there's another one higher, and then you keep stacking up
Going
your
up.
yeah.
Now, or right now, are you like working in a salon for somebody, or you a booth rental, or like what is your operation now like right now?
Um. Currently, I am working under a nail salon under somebody as a commission. But I do planning on next year, 2026, I will become full time content creator slash independent nail tech pretty much.
That is awesome, man. That is the goal for like every nail tech
Mm-hmm.
to step on. Like first
Mm-hmm.
you gotta work for somebody so you can
Mm-hmm.
learn. You build your
Right.
ground of getting the clientele. And then, you mentioned you want to be a full-time content creator. So what I
Mm-hmm.
remember when I stumbled upon your page was that you were sitting around like 150,000 followers, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then
Yeah.
and then one day something switched, and then all of a sudden I'm seeing more of your content, more engagement, more interaction. So tell me, between the gap of 100 something thousand follow on Instagram to 535,000 follower in a short amount of time, what did you do differently compared to your last content and versus now?
Um, that's a great question. First of all, that's a great question. Um, I don't know. Like a lot of things I do. I don't do really like I don't plan thing. I'm not good at planning thing. I'm not good at I'm good at do things that what is make sense to me. I follow my heart. Like you know how like I believe in everything happen for a reason.
I
So
do too.
I yeah, so when you feel like your time come, you can feel the energy. You can feel the drive, the fire in you like and when it like a wave, like you just gotta keep grinding, keep hustling, do what you do, and you don't let the number on social media stop you or discourage you because you don't get enough light of you, and then you stop posting video, this and that. You just keep going. Your time will come, and when it's come, you gotta go on full beast mode because when I feel like everybody can be on top, but how you stay on top, that's the difference. Everybody have their it's like a roller coaster. Everybody can ride on top. It's the way how you stay on top. Because if you don't know how, you will die
Mm.
back down. And not everybody can ride back up. That's the difference. Because the people
Wow.
that have certain type of mindset, you on top, and even when you die back down, and then you can always ride back up if you can. But some people can't do that. They stay at the bottom. When they up so high and when they drop, like the higher you are, the harder the drop. So like they couldn't go back up. To me, though, I feel like it's all about the algorithm on all the social media different now. There is TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. All about the algorithm, right? Um, I don't know. Like my video, like one of them day, I was just doing random video, and then I just feel like people like to see you in the picture more, if that makes sense. People like to see authentic type of content, original. People like to see your face in it. People like to see an actual person who actually doing the nail, not just showing nails. People like to see your personality in it, and then that's just one of them day. I just started one of the video, and then it's happened to be blow. It blew up. So and then I kind of have the idea. I'm like, it's work. why won't keep doing it? It's like that light bulb spark up on in my head. I'm like, there you go. That's the method. People like to see what's the day in life look like, what a day in life of a regular local nail tech worker, nail salon, how many clients, you know, and stuff like that. And then people like it, so keep doing it.
Well, you know what? You're doing a great job because I love watching your content.
I
First of
appreciate
all,
it.
is your personality, man. I love your natural personality, how you engage with your customers, but the
Hmm.
fact that your client is also engaging back at you. So it's so realistic. And yeah, thank you for really representing how daily life of a nail tech is really like. And so
Hmm.
you really play that part really well. So congratulations, man. And
I
I
appreciate
hope you continue doing what you do. And another thing I really want to know is because I know a lot of people who watch you and they see your creativity, your
it.
artwork. I think there's a lot of nail tech out there who wants to do good art. I mean, what
Hmm.
advice can you give them from your experience? Because your creativities, not just your person, but like I say, the stuff that you put on the nail is pretty wild. And I as an artist really appreciate that. So let the new generation, and I know you also educate nail, let
Hmm.
us give us a little feedback on how can we improve on that part.
um, I I watch a lot of video, but I don't know how to put it in a way that like certain topic. It's so hard to say it for it doesn't sound cocky, right? I hate to sound like that, but there's a lot of things like I don't know, like that's why I said
You're
like
natural.
yeah, like sun design. When I see, how nail always evolve into different nail type of design. Every year is always something trending, right? So I
Absolutely.
don't, yeah. So when I see a new nail design on any social media platform, when I see it, I automatic my brain starts to analyze. Okay, how you break the step down to achieve that look. Like it doesn't matter how that person do it. I'ma do it my way. I'ma get there regardless. It's just different way. So it's my brain start to analyze the design, like how you break that down to achieve that look. That's how I'm doing. I don't practice or I don't need to look at tutorial video for real. I just wing it and then somehow it's always work out in my favor, which is I'm very blessed to have that type of creativity, I guess. You know, I hate to talk about that. It doesn't sound good. You get what I mean? Like,
I know what you mean, but it sounds great because you're natural at it, you know. And
yeah,
sometimes, yeah, you can't teach natural. Like it's in your
yes,
blood, and you just going to deliver that.
yes.
Now, what is it hard for you to price some of these sets that you do? Because I know you're such a good person, and I know you care about your client after you get to
Hmm.
know them. So, how are you with the pricing on the set of nails that you do so extravagant?
It's so funny when you mentioned about that question too. I do have a lot of like comments and comment about pricing right now. A lot of people always ask about how much you would you charge something like this. The nail video that I be posting, they would ask how much would you charge. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I notice a lot of nail techs that pricing based on per per fingers. That like each certain design they charge like let's say $10 on ring finger for that, $5 for this, whatever, and then they combine them together. I charge as a whole set. So when I'm done with my set, I feel like oh my god, I how much time I put in that set and how hard it was and how much brain thinking freestyle into the a nail set that I be doing, and then I pretty much just price it from there. So and I
Nice.
charge based on the regular client. My regular client I will, like we all have little favoritism. You charge your little regular loyalty a little bit lighter, and the people that first
Yeah.
time on you a little bit different.
Yeah. Of
It kind
course.
of
That's
hard.
just
It's
how
all
good you
depends. It's all depends.
absolutely. But yeah, and now do you still have customer issue, even though as good as you are, as nail sensational art you are, you still face customer complaints here and there?
No, I don't actually. It's crazy. I don't. Once in a while, I do have a client like kind of have little attitude. You know, people have their day, and I understand it. You know how it is. People have their one of them day. I understand it. When I run in situation like that, I usually backed off a little bit. You know, like it's just every human being. We all have one of them day, and you can feel kind of little attitude, little feisty, whatever the case may be. You kind of fire it up. Like anything you see, you just want to take it all out on them. But you know, a lot of people don't understand. I'm actually very into psychology also. I feel like when people
I think a
fired
lot
up like
of
that, huh?
I say
What
a
you
lot
say?
of nail tech should be a good at psychology, you know?
Yeah, I feel like the way how I work is like I feel like when people have them type of day, you should understand them as a third person perspective instead of just think or do with your gut. Be like, oh, why she have an attitude with me? That got nothing to do with me. Like she have a bad day. Why you take it out on me? You automatic in the feisty mode, like it make you angry also. So you end up now you have a client that angry, and then the nail tech angry. You know the outcome not gonna be good. So therefore,
Absolutely.
you want to put the water into the fire, not fuel into the fire. So you want to back up a little bit. You want like, hey, you create that. I feel like it's all about the energy. When people have that type of energy, you want to find a way to calm them down. Be like, hey, why are you feel the way you feel? What happened today? Like like people like to know. People love you to know and want to know and care about them. Like you want to ask how their day going, what make you act the way you act and talk the way you talk. You want to know about them. The client used to going through things, man. People, it's just human being. We all going through things someday. You just need somebody to sit there to care about you a little bit. That's what it make it better. And usually I just backed off a little bit, be like, hey, I don't know what you're going through today. We can talk about it. If we can't talk about it, that's okay. I respect your personal information. You don't gotta talk about it, but um, yeah, you just gotta understand them. Just sit there and listen. You don't gotta be all fired up just because they have a little bit attitude with you. You just gotta take a L sometime. That's all I'm saying.
You a badass nail tech, bro. I like what you're spitting out because what you're spitting out is all facts right now. And it's hard to hold your composure under those circumstances. But like you say, you got to put yourself in their shoes to understand what they're
Hmm.
going through. And like you say, it's okay to take an L as a nail tech.
It's okay. It's okay. Like let them yell at you a little bit. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. I'd rather have them yell at me and pay me than do their nail and then they run out.
Hey, and then now you both making a scene. Now you both look
Right.
crazy. You see,
Right. I
that's
see.
no good outcome in from that. Like there's no point to do that.
So I also noticed you started a family, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and you have a newborn, right?
Yes. My daughter. I have a girl, and my daughter is 6 months.
Oh, congratulations, beautiful! I have a daughter too, and
I
they're
appreciate it.
precious and expensive.
I know.
You'll find that out later. But
I am finding it out right now. Like I already knew it.
so I know working full time is hard. Now you're gonna be a content creator, raising your family.
Hmm.
The question I'm sure everybody gonna ask you is, where do you find the time, and how do you manage to time all of that in between?
Listen, you don't you don't have time, but guess what though? I'll tell you what. You will make time for what you want. It's that simple. Like we all don't have time for
Yeah.
anything when you not prioritize certain thing. You gotta have time for family. You just gotta have you can never find the perfect balance for real. Like in this life you can never really find a perfect balance. I telling myself I never have a break. People tell me to take a break. I can't because I have time for everything lined up. I have There's a son. like when I come home, I try to not be on social media or be on my phone. That's just time for my family only. And I'm strictly on that. There's a time for work, there's a time for me, and there's a time for my family. And then there's a time for social media, which is my work also. So you just gotta, you know, you just gotta figure it out. It's hard, but you make it happen. You make it happen if you want to.
I like that, man. Now, I know you're busy and I don't want to take up too much of your time. Any advice that you have for the next generation nail tech? And I'm sure there's a lot of people say, I wish I can be like you.
Mhm.
How can they be like you?
You can't. You be yourself. You can't be like nobody else. You just look at that person as an inspiration. You just look at that person like somebody that you like. You should be striving for your goal, but you not wanna be like anybody else but yourself. So
I
that's
love
my advice. And I feel like this generation, a lot of nail tech, I pay attention. A lot of upcoming nail tech, they pay a lot of attention to social media number also. I do run to a lot of that problem to some people that surrounding me. They very they easily to get discouraged by the number of social media. I get it. You spend 3 hours on a nail set and then you post it and then you don't get enough like, you don't get a lot of like, so it kind of discourage you a little bit and make you sad, whatever. But to me, i feel like I feel like, listen, soon as you did the set and you proud of what the product is come out the way that you did, that's all it matters. It could get one like, two like, if somebody like it. So you shouldn't be care about that at all. You should be keep hustling, grinding every day. Your time will come, and don't looking for that either. Thing only come to you naturally when it's time come. Everything, I believe in this universe, everything happened for a reason, and everything gonna happen at the right time and the right place, and you just gotta keep working and grinding, man.
Man, this is why I am so glad to have you as my guest on this podcast. I mean, you are dropping golden nuggets left to right, brother. Facts after facts. You know, one thing you hate about the nail industry before I let you go.
One thing I hate about
And
nail
you wish it
industrial,
came.
it's a lot of drama. I'm gonna say that it's a lot of drama. It's a lot of drama. It's a lot of I would say, sometimes it depends. If you work by yourself, it's cool. But like if you work under nail salon, it could be a little controversy, I would say. Sometimes, okay, I'm gonna put it in one sentence.
You got
And
haters.
listen, not many people gonna like what I'm about to say, but people
Drop.
like to see you good, but not doing better. That's it.
That's
That's all
real.
I gotta say.
That is facts. And that's why you and I, we stay in our own lane and we just do our damn thing because at
Hmm.
the end of the day, it's our family that matters, ourself, and everyone else. They either with you or they can just watch you.
Listen, either you win with me or I win by myself, and
That's
that's
it.
all I'm gonna say. Like we can achieve things together, or I do it myself. So you know,
Man, that's deep, bro. That is deep. And you guys make sure to take your time and go
yeah,
follow Professor V on
I
IG.
appreciate it.
I mean, his content is sensational. His nail art is amazing. I like everything that he put together, and it's a lot of work, and I can see it. And make sure you follow him on what, Facebook now. What's your username on Facebook and TikTok? Let's go ahead and introduce all your platform.
So all my platforms, so I have Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. They are under the same name, Nail Professor V. V short for Vi is which is my name. So they are under Nail Professor. So I have the link tree on my all my bio on every social media platform. It will lead you on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram, all that. So and my classes and stuff is all up there too through my link tree. So
Yeah, man. So take his nail class. I mean, I know you got one coming up right now with what, Nail Dad
yes, in New York.
in New York. So y'all
This
better get your ticket and if y'all didn't get the ticket for this one, check out his next class. This dude is awesome, man, and we are so blessed to be able to get him on. And we would love for you to have on this show, like in the future again, if you don't mind. This is
Yes.
actually fun, and thank you for sharing your knowledge, man. You have anything you want to say before we end the show?
Hey, yeah, hey, I appreciate number one. I appreciate you for having me here today. It was a good time to talking to you, man. Like I like your content also. Like I've been watching you for years, bro. You super funny. At one point, you like get inspired to me into the bringing personality into nail. You get
Thank you.
what I mean? Like you want to bring your personality combined with nail, or not just nail. So you kind of inspire me also. So but yeah, I have a good time talking to you, man.
Thank you very much, man. And if you guys have anything in the comment, leave it down below. And who you guys want to see on my next guest, leave it in the comment. But make sure to like, share this podcast, and go follow NailProfessorV, man. This man right here speaks facts, and he is true to himself. Stay up, brother.
All right, man. Peace out. Bye.